guys. It's me, Jojo, with no makeup, hair thrown up. My other videos, you guys are pretty much used to seeing me all done up and ready for a video that I enjoy making. This video, I just want to sit down and just be real with you guys and just let you know what's been going on. It's pretty hard to just kind of open up and let y'all know that I'm sure a lot of you know what's going on right now. I really want to thank so many of y'all that have really come through on Twitter and just gave me so much support and are right there and wanting, willing, ready to help, and that is awesome. I just want to say thank you very much. It means a lot. Now, for my subscribers, a lot of you guys may not know that my daughter, who is now 18, is basically, I don't know where she is. And I have struggled to make this video. You all have no idea. I was not procrastinating. I think in the beginning, I was just really in shock, and I didn't know what to do. And so, you don't expect something like this to happen in your life. So, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just trying to keep it together. Basically, my daughter, Karen, is nowhere to be found. We live in a very small town. It's been since May 4th. And the next day was going to be her birthday. She was going to turn 18. So that night, she was supposed to be spending the night at her friend's house. And she lives right down the block. So, I always was very lenient in letting her go over there more than one day, 2 days. She's 17. Yes, she's still a kid, but I had that leniency with her and that trust with her, and she was just with her girlfriend, and it was just right down the block. If I needed anything, I could call, I could get a hold of her. And so nothing seemed alarming. It was just the day before her birthday, and I knew that she wanted to spend time with her friends as well. I had picked up her cake, I had picked up her presents, and turning 18 is huge. This girl was my firstborn child. I was 17 when I had her. I was actually very young. And, I went through a lot with her. I sacrificed a lot, and it was really hard to raise her, but I did it. And till this day, I will say that Karen did save my life, and I mean that because, when I was younger, I was just kind of into everything and wanting to experience everything. And when you're young, you don't think, that, you don't really think about your future. And that's where I was. And so every time I would look at Karen, I would think, I won't name names, but certain people in the past gave me the option or told me to terminate, being at such a young age. And I didn't want to do it. I did not want to do it. And I'm glad I didn't. We basically grew up together. and I was a couple months away from turning 18 and scared out of my mind. But I raised her, and family at that time did help as much as they could, more my grandma than anything. My mom, she could do what she could. She was still a single mom. I give her credit for that. So as you can see, this birthday was huge for her to be turning 18, not have a baby at that time, and a week from that, she was going to be graduating high school. So, there was no fallout, there was no fight. It was just confusion when she just was gone, because the week prior, before she left to her friend's house, I gave her a hug and I kissed her on the cheek, and I had told her how proud I was of her. Because she wasn't following the same path like me. I didn't get to graduate high school. I got my GED when, later on in the future, and had to go to college when I was, in the beginning of my 30s. I had to take a totally different path, and that's okay. She was worth it, and I really miss her. I don't know where she is. And I thought, I'm so excited because I was going to be able to watch my daughter graduate. I did not want to do this on camera. This is why I didn't wear any makeup, because I've been trying to do this video and it just never fails. Anyways, I never got to see her graduate, and that was so hard because I never got to graduate. And here, my daughter was graduating. She was better than me. She was doing everything right. And it made me feel that I had done everything right at such a young age. And so there were so many things that were coming up. And literally in the middle of the night, she had asked me for her birthday to make a certain frame. And on her 16th birthday, I bought her roses, like a big bouquet. And I pressed her roses in a book. And yeah, so she had asked, she said, Mom, can you make a frame? I'm actually really good at like scrapbooking and putting things together. So she's like, Mom, can you make me a frame and put my 16th rose in there, and then now my 18th rose? Because I did buy her a bouquet of roses for her 18th birthday. And so I was like, sure, and I took one of the roses out that I was going to give to her on her birthday, and I pressed it. And so while she was spending the night that night, it took me hours to make this frame. And I had and the presents are still sitting on the table to this day. Her cake is still frozen in the freezer. I just thought maybe, she was going through, teenagers at that age, they go through a lot, a lot of peer pressure, a lot of emotions. She's graduating, worries of what am I going to do now. I tried to understand as a mom, and I thought, maybe I had hope, like, she'll come back. Like, I didn't make a big worry about it, until I didn't hear from her anymore. I mean, she didn't even text me, no calling, nothing, and, that worried me. because I still wanted to have communication with her, and the fact that I wasn't even getting that made me really, really worry. And I got advice, from the police, and they said it's kind of once they turn 18, there's really because they're considered an adult, so they can't like put out an Amber Alert, or like, because if they're a minor, they can do a welfare check. And I'm looking at, I'm like, no, there's no, I can't do a welfare check because we don't know where she is. And so there's a library that's pretty close, and you know um I've just been holding a lot of emotions in because I have an 11-year-old, and I'm trying to make things normal as can be around the house. She is aware, and that was the hardest thing too. Was my 11-year-old, for the first time, was so proud on her birthday. She went to a church sale that was right behind our house, and it was a big frame. I'm sure you guys have seen it on my Twitter. Scroll down if you haven't, and it might be in this video. I'll put some pictures up. And it was a big frame that said sisters, and of course, there's a big age gap there, but she was so proud because for the first year, normally mom buys the gift and gives it to the older sister, saying it's from her. But this year was her first year she felt so proud coming in, of buying it for her. And so it was so hard the day that she wasn't even there for her 18th birthday. And it was just so hard to see the face on her, because there was just a point, like, we broke down, we all broke down. And so yeah, I've been like trying to juggle back and forth because I've got a daughter out there, and she's not prepared. I don't know what she's going through. I don't know what she's feeling. I just want to know that she's okay. And I don't talk to my family. So when you're alone, as more time goes by, you start to think, because now that I'm older, I'm 36 now, so now that I'm older, I look back when I thought, I'm a mom, and I thought I knew it all, and everything would work out, and I just don't know where she's at. I don't know, and I just want to know, like, I would just have that peace in my heart that she's okay, and where she is, So the library, as I was talking about, I went over there because time started kind of passing by, and of course, on Twitter, I had, as y'all have seen, maybe some of you subscribers have not, but my Twitter fans have, and friends, pictures of Karen, and I tried to post and put that stuff out. I even went on Facebook and tried. Alright guys, sorry, I had to take a breather. I'm determined to get this video out, so I just don't care how I look. I don't care what the background looks like. I just need to talk to you guys one-on-one, and this I miss doing videos, and I want to basically get back to that, because this used to be an area where I could kind of vent. It's kind of like a little diary, and not too much venting, but where I had support, because I have a lot of really good friends here, and this is why I'm making this video. Okay, and back to what I was saying. The library, I keep bringing that up. Oh, they know me by heart now, but I had been posting, not posting, but printing and scanning, and I don't even know how many flyers that I've put up and printed. But I was there for a long time, and I'll go maybe every week. And this was after some time where I realized, all right, Karen's not coming home. She's not going to call me. She's not going to text me. I need to go out and do something. And I did try to get a hold of family. I managed to talk to one of my sisters, and she's a really good person. We just don't talk as much as I would like to. But, reached out to another family member of mine, and, hinting, I don't even have my own mother's phone number. Long story, had the phone broken, and lost all my numbers. And yet, I can't even get my mom's number, so, I begged and pleaded for one of my family members to call me back, and they said they would in regards to Karen, and they never did. So, I'm on my own here, and I was doing what I thought and what I think is the best thing that I can do. I feel like it's the only thing left to do. I've been making signs, and I'll pass them out to people, and I usually go to well, if you live in Minnesota, there's Austin, more people there, which is close, around here, and also Rochester too. And I will put those things up everywhere and pass them out. I'll put them underneath like the windshield wipers, so that when someone is getting in their car, they're forced to have to go and look at that paper of her. And I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop until I hear from her, until I know where she's at. I won't stop. I just need y'all help. I really do. I need everybody's help. And I don't want to stop searching for her. I'm just making my rent here, and that's my responsibility. I am so proud of myself. A lot of you guys who know what has happened in the past, and maybe you can look up a certain video, I think I've come a long way as far as that goes. And I won't be ashamed to basically say, hey, I see a shrink, I see a psychiatrist, and I see a counselor. Anybody would go crazy, I think, by themselves, having to juggle taking care of a child, and then also, trying to figure out where your other child is, So school time is coming up, and for my little one to start, where I have free time, and I don't want to give up. I don't. And I'm asking the community, and it's my first time actually asking. And I know, there'll be people. I would hope not, because this is for a child that is no longer in my life right now. And I would hope there wouldn't be hate. But it's the internet, and that's what happens. But I'm asking and I'm calling upon everybody that is able and wants to help. My plan is to travel. I mean, not to Japan, China. I mean, no, nothing like that. I mean, I just basically I get by, okay, and I don't have enough money. I used all my savings, what I had, to basically get what I need to get and keep looking for her. And I just am hoping that, I'll put my PayPal in the link, and if you guys are able to chip in or support, or even offer prayers, that would be wonderful. But my goal is to be able to not have to worry about my gas, so I can travel longer distances, so I can cover more areas with not worrying about how far I can go. I don't want to lose her. I don't It feels like my daughter has dropped off the face of the earth. That's what it feels like. And I know everybody out there who has kids, just imagine, spending a day or two, in those shoes, where you just don't know where your child is and what they're doing and if they're okay. I mean, I think it would drive anybody up the wall. And so, I knew better to go get help and to manage this as best as I can. And, it's expensive. It's cheap to just print out one sheet, or, copy it or scan it. But it's now adding up, and I don't want to stop looking. I just want to find her, I know that she was doing really good, and she's a good girl. She's very independent, very bright, very smart, and she had so many plans, and that's the thing, before she was gone. We would talk about, are you going to go to college? What college do you want to go to? We would talk about, do you want to move in with your friend? Everything was out and open, and that's what's so hard. It's just, I miss being able to talk to her. I miss her walking through that door, just her presence. And I am just calling out to the community for some help, and we definitely love to be able to just feel like there's no limits. The sky is the limit. And just to keep looking, I know it's the simplest thing, gas and printing out and, her pictures, but it's everything to me. And even if I can get some answers, I've gone to around town, I've asked the school, I've talked to them, I have talked to, certain friends that she was hanging out with. Around my block, around my area, it's more smaller kids. So they play with my younger daughter. And so, I knew some of the numbers that Karen was friends with. There's only a few, though. She was, I don't want to say the quiet type. She was both extroverted and introverted. But then, she got made fun of in school a lot, and that was hard to deal with as a mom. But you try to teach your kids the best. I'm not perfect, and I don't have a parent's manual. None of us do. But we all try our best, right? I would hope so. And I just don't want anything bad happening to her. I don't even want to think about that, because those thoughts have come through my mind, and I just want to know that she's okay, and I want to see her, and I want to hug her. I think we all kind of take every day for granted, as far as, letting our kids go to school and just giving them a hug. I'll see you later, but if, imagine if they never came back. I mean, that feeling, you start thinking to yourself, there's so many things that were unsaid, that were not said. If she were here today, and that is why I've made this video, because of course everybody has, been asking for an update, which obviously is great. I really am. I mean, all your prayers, all your support, every one of you don't have to do that, but you do. And that's where, hey, I've been doing YouTube for a while, and even though if I'm not around, I'm seeing what's out there. I know what others are up to. Not everything, Jojo doesn't know everything, but I try to keep up as much as I can. But when it comes to certain issues that I've gone through, I've noticed who really has stood by me, and I know who really has been there and never let me down. Just always asking how I was, making sure I was okay, and that means a lot. A lot of people look at YouTube and they think, this is, of course you don't give personal things out and everything, but they think, you have a real life on the outside, and yes, I do, but then I don't have anybody on the outside as far as emotional support goes. Any real good friends to talk to, girlfriends, and I miss that, because this would be easier to be able to vent and talk about things and maybe have them help, but for as long as I can remember, you guys have always been around, and you are my friends. And a lot of people say, you can't meet real friends online. And that is true when it comes to certain things. Very true. I have had my share of some nuts, let's just say that. bunch of nuts. But I've had my share of good apples too, you know, and people I think that will, I mean, they've been there for years, you know, even though we haven't met, and they're in a totally different state. It's just nice knowing when they text you or send you a message, they're right on the other side and they're there to support me, and that feels really good. And you know, I want y'all to know, because I didn't get to my DMs for a while when this was going on. I just got really depressed because of what was happening, and I think that's normal, you know. And of course, having to juggle with my daughter, which I love dearly, my little one. And so, trying, you know, it's tough. I think, you know, with the sibling, they have their own minds, they have their own perceptive or their perspective, you know, and what they're seeing and how they're taking it in. So I try to talk to her and see how she's doing, how she's feeling. All around, it's just been really tough for us. And this video was to update y'all and to let you know, if you're able to help in any way, keep on praying, keep on praying. Keep us in your thoughts, and if you're able to help, you know, my PayPal is right. I'll put it in my description, and I can keep searching for and give updates, you know, and maybe one day we'll be able to see her on camera, or I'll be able to give the good news, you know, that I've heard from her, or yeah. But also, this is to give my daughter a message, Karen. If there's any way that she's out there, I made this video to just be me and to sit down, and yes, I'm talking to all my friends, all my subscribers. Sometimes I think I'm just talking to a camera. But then I see you guys' comments, and I know, you know, that that's not the case. But this is also to be reaching out to Karen. If there's any way at all, that you are able to get access to the internet, or one day you happen to look on my channel, I hope you see this, and I want you to know that you are loved so much. You have no idea. I'm not perfect, Karen. I'm not perfect at all. I've tried my best to raise you, and it's not just me that misses you, it's your little sister. You know, at first she was really angry, you know, wondering, you know, what's going on, and had so many emotions and feelings because she can't understand completely. I just want to know that you're okay, and I'll never stop. I'll never stop. I want, you know, I want to hear your voice. I want to know it's you. I want to give you a hug. I want to tell you things that I have not told you. I really I'm so proud of you, and I always will be. You have definitely changed my life for the good, and I don't think I've ever really sat down and told you completely. I just want you to come home. And if you can't come home, please find a way. Just call me, just text me, do whatever you can, because I'm here. And you're not going to be forgotten about. I think about you every day, and I'm sad. You were my little buddy. Remember? When you were little, we would watch TV and eat pizza and binge on ice cream, and I may not have had a lot of money, raising you in the past, but I sure as heck tried my best. I want you to know that. I want you to know that you have so many people that are behind you. Mom always in the past talking about YouTube and my videos, you never wanted to be seen in them, and you're camera shy. I know you're probably mad at me for putting up a pic of you. But it's because I want to hear from you really bad. And, there's just so many people that care. They really care as well. And, we just all want to make sure you're okay. And, I just want to hold you really bad. And not let go. I feel like half my world is missing. My heart is just broken. And it's the worst pain in the world. So, if you see this, just know that I love you. Your sister loves you. We are here for you. And I just want to hear from you. So, whenever you see this, if you see this, just know I'm here, okay? And, yeah, I always hated crying. Always hated shedding a tear after I saw that one video of, yeah, we're not gonna go there, but after I saw that one video, I mean, that was me in shock. And to all my friends out there and subscribers, I don't like crying. This is why it took a while for me to make this video. It was even worse. And you guys probably wouldn't have been able to even understand what I was saying, that kind of sobbing. So, yeah, I think this is what I want to get out to you guys. And I just really appreciate all your help. And like I said, I will leave my PayPal in the description below. And would really help. I'm never gonna stop. Never gonna stop. I just want to hear from her. I just want to know she's okay. So, alright guys, I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna keep updates. So look out for that. I'll let y'all know on Twitter. And you guys who, you know, just watch my videos or have watched my videos in the past, because my videos or my channel's been kind of dead for a while. So yeah, I just if you're not on my Twitter, I'm on that all the time. So yeah, make sure I'm going to put that in the description as well, and just make sure that you know, you come find me on Twitter, because those are actually, you know, you get updates more often than basically a video. I still will put them out there, the videos, but you know, it's the fastest as far as updates with Twitter, and let y'all know what's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna get going, and y'all take care. See you around.